Wait, is this working? Okay, I hope this is working. Right now I'm going to do a fanfic reading of my friend silverskypirate. I guess there's not really an official name for it, but for now it's just Derpy and Doctor Whooves fanfic part 1, so excuse my kind of bad voices. Okay. Derpy, stop trying to help! It took an awful lot of mishaps to make even Pinkie Pie lose her temper, but Derpy hung her head, her creamy blonde forelock falling over her cherry golden eyes. I'm sorry, I really am, but you crushed the cupcakes, you crushed the cake, you burned the cupcakes, you let the ice cream melt. You somehow managed to slop paint all over the couch. You made a hole in my wall when you were trying to put up the banner and actually put a nail through your hook. It was an accident, Derpy protested quietly, trying not to cry. Pinkie Pie went on as if she hadn't spoken. I sent you into the kitchen to cook, and it was a disaster. There's syrup making the floor all sticky. The utensils are everywhere. The smoke alarm got off 4 times in 20 minutes. You can't even read a recipe. Pinkie, Derpy tried. She was cut off again. You somehow managed to dismantle the microwave, and the only food you didn't burn was the muffins. But even then you forgot the flour. My bad, Derpy whispered sheepishly, her head hanging lower and her tail brushing the ground. Go help Applejack pick some apples, Pinkie went on, though she sounded less angry. She could use a Pegasus, and Rainbow Dash is clearing the sky while Fluttershy is busy with the animals. Derpy shook off her flour-covered wings, the feathers sticky with drying chocolate syrup, and took off flapping out the door in a crooked, lopsided way, bonking her head on top of the door as she went. Applejack was pleased to see her. Howdy there, partner, she shouted cheerily. I need an extra pair of hooves to help me with these apples. Gotta get a bunch for that party today, you know. I'm so excited to see who's saved Ponyville before. How come he hasn't come sooner? Derpy chirped, getting tangled in the branches and knocking about 5 apples to the ground. Me too. He's probably busy with some important stuff, Applejack said, bucking a tree square in the trunk. Apples fell into the bucket with a scatto thumping that sounded like drum beats. Ooh, you could have made music with those apples, Derpy cried, a crooked grin spreading over her face. Let me try. Before Applejack could say anything, Derpy grabbed the tree in a big bear hug and shook it hard as she could, the leaves rattling together like microscopic pebbles. The apples certainly came off, but they were quickly covered by a hailstorm of erratic, verdant foliage as every leaf fell off as well. Oh, sorry, Derpy cried, trying to dive and pick up an apple and only managing to crash into the ground in a tangle of legs and wings and fluffy blonde hair. Applejack blinked and smiled. Don't worry about it, Sugar Plum. There's plenty of other apples trotting over to one, she said. Now watch me. She nailed the tree with a mighty buck, the sound echoing around the whole of the sweet apple acres, and like ruby red rain, the sweet fruit came loose and plucked into the buckets. See? You gotta kick the tree, not shake it. Oh, okay, Derpy cried, then bounded over to the giant tree with the branches so heavy with apples that they were dragged to the ground. Lunging forward with her forelegs, she thrust out her heels in a heavy buck that completely missed the tree and hit a bucket of freshly collected apples, spilling them all over the ground. Oops, my bad, Derpy cried, starting forward to refill the bucket, but Applejack stopped her. Just go buck down some more apple sugar cube, she said patiently, and don't worry about it. I kicked my own share of buckets too. Feeling better because she wasn't the only one who made such mistakes, Derpy cantered over to another tree. She braced her hind legs up against it and then kicked hard. And this time she didn't miss the tree. What she did miss, however, were all those apples. Not a single one made it into the bucket. Derpy couldn't seem to do anything right, and finally, after she somehow managed to push a wheelbarrow into a lake, Applejack came up to her and said, Derpy, look, Derpy, why don't you go help Rarity? It can't be easy with all them dresses, I reckon. Okay, Derpy trilled, pretending to be enthusiastic, but she knew Applejack's motivation. She just kept getting in the way. Flapping off through Ponyville, Derpy landed on Rarity's doorstep, tripped and toppled over. Getting up again and shaking her head and wings, she tapped on the door with one hoof and waited. A flustered-looking Rarity opened the door. There were pins in her mouth and a tape measure wound around her leg. Her luscious purple mane was frizzy and tangled, and her normally flawless makeup was smudged. She definitely needed some help, all right. Oh, Derpy. Hello, can I help you? Do you like your dress? Oh, I love it, Derpy beamed. It is the most prettiest thing I've ever owned. Well, I'm certainly glad, Rarity said with a strained smile. But if you don't mind, excuse me, I really have no time to spare. Applejack sent me to help you, Derpy told her, eyes sparkling. She did? Why? She knows that Derpy is the clumsiest pony for miles. I can't have her in here. She'll ruin everything. Well, I'm almost done with the last dress, so why don't you find Twilight or Rainbow Dash or Fluttershy? I'm sure they're more in need of help than I am. Rarity gave an airy laugh and closed the door quickly. Derpy's ears drooped as she walked slowly. She had seen the inside of the shop. Half-cut dresses that needed to be hemmed, fabric to fold, ribbons to tie. The place was an absolute catastrophe. Rarity may need her help, but she wouldn't accept it. Rainbow Dash was flying around, looping the loop and doing barrel rolls, skinning through the loops in the clouds and creating a red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple blur in the cerulean backdrop of the endless sky. Derpy watched wide-eyed as the blue Pegasus bucked, slammed, and whammed the clouds right out of the sky, sending them in every direction like a beautiful white balls of fluff. Derpy stretched her wings and jumped into the air. Hi, Rainbow Dash! Rainbow Dash looked down. Hi, Derpy. Rarity sent me to help you clear the sky, Derpy stated, and if it were possible for somebody to bounce up and do it in midair, she was doing exactly that. Rainbow Dash looked around at all the clouds. I could clear this sky in 20 seconds, she bragged. But sure, you can come up here. Derpy flew a lopsided loop-the-loop and kicked her forelegs in excitement. Oh boy! She rocketed off, then whirled in the air and bucked a heavy cloud. Unfortunately, it didn't explode like the others. A lightning bolt shot off and hit Derpy, sending her cartwheeling head over heels, making her mane fuzz out even worse than Rarity, and making her tail look like an electrified hedgehog. Whoa! That was some shock, huh, Rainbow Dash? Rainbow Dash closed her eyes. Just get on with it, Derpy. Okie dokie! Derpy flew back in for another go, and another bolt shot out, and this time shooting right between Rainbow Dash's ears. Yikes! Careful, Derpy! Watch it! Sorry, Derpy flapped awkwardly over to her. Can you show me how you do it? Watch the master at work. Rainbow Dash grinned smugly. then soared off, slamming her hind feet into a cloud with somewhat unnecessary velocity. Derpy tried to copy her, but the cloud just burst into 5 littler ones. Geez, Derpy, haven't you ever cleared a sky before? I just don't know what went wrong, Derpy chirped, bouncing up and down in mid-flight. And no pony's ever let me clear the sky before. Gee, I wonder why, Rainbow Dash muttered. I'm so excited to see a new colt, Derpy cried, flipping onto her back and flying at another cloud. Is it true that he really saved Ponyville before? Yes, Rainbow Dash answered, seeming exasperated. It was way before any of us were born, when the mayor was just a filly herself. The mayor told me that he saved my mother when she was going to have me. Derpy beamed, accidentally electrocuting herself again. Rainbow Dash chose not to say the smart remark that she was thinking at the moment. Instead, she said, Derpy, you keep zapping yourself, and I don't really think you're helping anyway. Go help Fluttershy instead. Derpy stopped bouncing up and down on top of a rain cloud. But go! Rainbow Dash answered. Go help her round up a bunch of rabbits or catch some birds or something. Derpy stared at the ground, far, far below, as she slowly flew away, rejected yet again. Okay. Oh, by the way, my name is Michelle June. That was, for now it is called Derpy and Doctor Whooves fanfic by silverskypirate. We are actually planning to do a collaborate. We're doing a collaboration. So this is my test with the voices. Sorry if they're not the best. First time. Let's see. And I can't believe this has made it to 12 minutes. So this is my video that is supposed to replace my Friday one that I always plan. I know it's Saturday and it's over where I live. It's 3:51. Anyway, you probably don't want to keep hearing me talking. And anyway, follow me. You can follow me on Tumblr and Google Plus and YouTube, and also follow my friend Silver Sky Pirate. You can follow her on Tumblr. Thanks for watching, every pony. Good night.